Hello, folks. My name is Jenna from Golden State Times. Welcome back to the newsroom. And today I have a breaking news story. This one comes courtesy of goldenstatetimes.com. Again, that's www.goldenstatetimes.com. And this one has to do with rail workers on the verge of a strike. If they do strike by Friday morning, then we are going to have disruptions to the economy like we have not seen in a very long time. Way worse than what was going on just a few months ago. Rail accounts for a lot of the shipping when it comes to crude oil and gasoline. Not only that, natural gas, coal, and everything else. A lot of our industry, a lot of our economy is reliant on rail, and it's about to be disrupted. So it says, from car makers to refiners, industries are now bracing for a rail strike. Now, what's going on? What's the problem? Well, the unions and the rail companies have been having a lot of discussion and a lot of back and forth, a lot of negotiation, and some of the rail companies and some of the unions have already pretty much agreed on a new deal. But there's 3 unions that are not budging. They're not agreeing. And it all has to do with sick leave. The amount of days someone can take for sick leave, how those sick days get paid, stuff like that. They can't come into an agreement. And they have until Friday morning to come to that agreement. If not, over 10% of the workforce in those rails will walk out. And that will cause a lot of disruption in many, many different industries in our economy. So let's talk about that. This comes courtesy of goldenstatetimes.com. Again, that's www.goldenstatetimes.com. And it says car buyers might not get their vehicles they want on time. Commuter rail lines will see disruption or complete termination. Shipments from everything from oil to livestock feed and everything that you might find in your grocery store might be disrupted. It says those are just a few of the wide-ranging impacts a walkout by U.S. rail workers would have on the country's industry and economy. A strike could happen if the railroads and unions can't settle their differences before an early Friday walkout deadline. So here are some of the industries and how they would be disrupted if in case there is a stoppage, a work stoppage in our rails. We're going to be starting off with the auto industry. And it says nearly all new vehicles that travel more than a couple hundred miles from the factory to their destination are shipped by rail because it's cheaper and more efficient. Also, new vehicles coming from the U.S. could be delayed if in fact there is a stoppage from Canada and Mexico. It says automakers might also be impacted because the building of new vehicles, all of their large parts and raw materials are also transported via rail. So that's when it comes to the auto industry. Now, we're going to move to commuting. So it says Metra Commuter Rail Service, which operates in the Chicago area, said Wednesday that they would suspend operation in 4 of its 11 lines by Friday if a walkout happens. Some disruptions on those lines will begin after rush hour on Thursday night. In Minnesota, operators of the commuter rail line that carries workers along the densely populated corridor of Minneapolis and the northwestern suburbs and towns warned that their service will be suspended if a walkout happens Friday morning. It says that in Washington state, any strike will cancel the rail service until employees return to work. So completely. All rail service in Washington state will halt completely. Some Caltrains riders in San Francisco and the Bay Area could be impacted by the rail strike, according to reports. It says in Maryland, Transit Administration warned this week that a strike could mean the immediate suspension of service on 2 of its 3 MARC commuter rail lines. Amtrak, meanwhile, said that starting Thursday, all long-distance trains are canceled completely to avoid possible passenger disruptions while en route. So if you're traveling far on Amtrak, all of them are completely suspended because they don't want you stuck in some random city because the next rail line has been suspended. So they want to suspend the whole thing altogether. So that is when it comes to commuter lines and rail. Now, when it comes to energy, which is one of the 3 most important things that rail means to the economy. The first, honestly, being energy. The second one, agriculture. And third is commute, obviously. So when it comes to energy, a strike would have significant impact on the energy industry and could hurt consumers who would likely end up paying more for gasoline, electricity, and natural gas. Refineries might have to halt production if they can't get the deliveries they need or if they don't have access to rail to ship their gasoline. It says that nobody wants to risk leaving flammable chemicals stranded on the railroad tracks if a strike occurs. It says that's why railroads are now beginning to completely ban all shipping of hazardous materials starting Monday of this week, so 2 days ago. So if they saw that they get a new shipment and it had the hazardous materials label on it, they said, nope, we're not even putting it on our tracks. We're not even accepting anything that has to do with gasoline or hazardous chemicals, nothing. We're not even going to put it on our tracks right now because we don't know if we're going on strike. It says that roughly 300,000 barrels of crude oil move by rail each day, which could supply about 2 mid-sized refineries. It says about 5 million barrels of propane, representing a third of the U.S. consumption, are moved by rail monthly. Roughly 70% of ethanol produced in the U.S. is shipped by rail, and ethanol accounts for about a tenth of U.S. gasoline volume. Nearly 75% of the coal moved to electric utilities in the first half of 2022 was moved by rail. 75%. Higher gas prices, higher electricity prices, higher natural gas prices, higher propane prices. I actually went to go get a propane tank just recently, and I was shocked to see that it's almost $90 if you want to buy a new tank, but if you bring your own, it's like $60. That is crazy. $90 for a propane tank, $60 if you want a refill. That is insanity. It's been a while since I got a propane tank, but when I saw it this time compared to the last time that I bought it, I was shocked. So that is when it comes to energy. Now, agriculture, which is another big part of our economy that relies on rail, livestock producers could see problems almost immediately if shipments of feed are abruptly ended. Meat and poultry groups noted the reliance on rail for shipments of feed and called for a quick resolution to the rail dispute. Every week, the nation's chicken industry relies on rail to ship 27 million bushels of corn and 11 million bushels of soybean meal and chicken feed for their chickens. So that's what's going to happen, folks. The price of beef, chicken, and any other meats is going to go up even higher than what it is now. You go and get a steak that maybe 2 years ago it would have cost you, I don't know, $20. Now cost you $70. Chicken that used to be for a picnic pack $7-8 now cost you $25. That's how crazy everything is becoming, and it's going to get worse. That is our warning. Now, finally, retail. And I think when it comes to retail, it would also impact grocery stores, to be honest with you. Even though retail doesn't account for grocery store, but in a way it kind of does because of distribution. It says that experts say retailers have been shipping goods earlier in the season in recent months as a way to protect themselves from potential disruptions. But this buffer will only slightly minimize the impact from a railroad strike, which is brewing during the critical holiday shipping season, according to supply chain and industry leaders. It says that retailers, noticing a slowdown in shipments, are now making contingency plans to turning to trucks or truckers to pick up some of the slack and making plans to use some of the excess inventory that is in their distribution centers. But they noted that there are not enough trucks and drivers to meet their needs. The scarcity will only drive up cost and make inflation worse. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Because the price of diesel and natural gas, a lot of truckers are no longer in the industry. It doesn't make sense for them. It's too expensive to buy diesel. $1,000 every single fill up now. And even those truckers with natural gas trucks, they still can't make it because they have to fill up more times. And now even that is going up. So let us know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comment section below. I told you guys in the last video, do not fall for the fake tricks of the Biden administration by this mirage of lower gas prices, because that's all it is, a mirage. It's fake. The price of gasoline is going to go up soon. Whether these people strike or not, the price of gasoline is going to go up. Inflation's through the roof. We're about to get another percentage point in the the Federal Reserve interest rate hike that's going to happen next week. All of this stuff is all happening at the exact same time. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think this strike is going to happen? If it does, how would it impact you? Would it impact you because you rely on rail to get to work? Will it impact you because of the higher prices of gas, electricity, and natural gas? Would it impact you because you're in the car industry? Will it impact you because you are in the retail industry? How would it impact you? Let us know in the comment section below. Or is it all of the above? Because for some people, it's going to end up being all of the above. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys missed our previous video, this should be coming up on your screen. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button and share this video on social media. Let Patriots know what's going on. Also, visit our website, goldenstatetimes.com, and subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell if you are new. Thank you so much, folks, and I'll see you guys on the next report. But until then, have a blessed rest of your day. God bless every single one of you guys. Pray for these rail workers so they can get back to work and no disruptions are going to happen on Friday. Prayer is extremely powerful, and I'll see you on the next one. My name is Jen, and I'll see you soon. Peace.